We got a good background, I think. Close enough. Well, hello again, everyone. Vince Shuta here for Shuta Multimedia, squinting into the sun as I come to you from Harford, Pennsylvania. That's right, we're here for the Harford Fair at the Harford Fairgrounds with all kinds of Harford stuff going on. And obviously, you want to check it out with me because why else would you be clicking this link? Let's go. Well, just hold up there for a sec. We have to talk about this one. Cue the music. Okay, first, a couple things out of the way. Number one, Babunias. Babunias gourmet spices. They taste great on anything that, and I'm quoting, walks, swims, or flies, game or tame, it's all the same. We had the other night in potato salad. It was fantastic. You have to check this out. Did I mention it's gluten-free? Also spoke to Kristen from a Mexican food stand where I had some of the best Mexican I have ever eaten in my entire life. And we have her email here. So if you need to get her to come to your fair or want to talk some sort of business, that's the way to go. Now, Vlog 122 was really clicking up at Harford. I was meeting people like those two wonderful people, interviewing people, having a great time, seeing some cool things. And then, while I was on the phone talking to someone about how I was having such a great time and meeting great people and it was going to be a great vlog, two officials from the fair approached me, asked me who I was, asked me what I was doing with the camera, asked me how they should know that I'm not a criminal. Told me that apparently to take pictures there's paperwork to fill out. Told me I couldn't fill out said paperwork because it was far too late for that. Asked me not to take any more pictures. Asked me not to use the footage. Have to admit, I must be getting spoiled because I've gotten to do a lot of these videos and that's the first time I was ever not welcome to do what I'm doing. And I could probably use the footage legally. I mean, it is on their property, but it is a public place. You really want to get into that, you know. It's not like there was an expectation of privacy. I just don't know that it's worth it. It's just easier to move on to the next vlog and catch up with everybody else later on at other places, if possible. I will note that when I was there on Saturday, they had their own guy taking photographs. So I don't know, maybe this was some kind of exclusive contract sort of thing. They want control over what went out. I don't know. I've run into all kinds of stuff like that in the past where, you know, people don't get that, you know, the best way you can do a lot of these things is organically, for lack of a better term, is that if you have an event where people can take pictures, they're going to post them. And then you get free publicity. Now, the people who know me, you know how I work with these things. If you've ever been interviewed by me, you know exactly how I approach this. I say, hey, would you like your photo taken? I force no one. I actually use that line probably more than anyone else. I say, listen, if you don't want your picture taken, I force no one to do this. I will not take your picture. I will not post your picture. If you don't want to be on the vlog, you're not on the vlog. I've even run into things where I did a vlog a few years ago and someone contacted me and said, hey, listen, I was on this a few years ago. I'm no longer comfortable with being on this. Could you take it down? And I took it down. I'll work with you. I'll respect what your wishes are. And I can guarantee you that I'm not going to be doing a vlog up in Harford unless somebody calls me and says, hey, Vince, would you do a vlog up in Harford? And they better have Harford on their hats. Point of contrast, by the way, the other night before this, I was down in Oliphant for the Bucket Brigade of Bucks, and I wasn't even doing a vlog because I got there too late. I was taking a couple pictures for the Facebook page just to promote the Oliphant Bucket Brigade of Bucks. And this is what happened. The councilman, Jerry Tully, who was speaking at the time, saw him in the audience, said, hey, there is Vince Shuta from Shuta Multimedia Productions, and
proud smile, he's taking your picture, and you'll be on the internet tomorrow morning. I heard that happens. Rita's Italian Ice.
So that's more what I'm used to. You know, by the time I actually got the record button, I missed the first little bit of it, but I'm really very spoiled. I've gotten to interview Chris Barnes, working for the Chamber of Commerce at the Sage Awards. I've gotten to interview the Bishop. And that's actually probably Shuta Multimedia's most popular video, is when I got to interview the Bishop at St. Ubaldo. I've been welcomed to so many places and interviewed so many people, and after a while, you start to have these things where if something like this happens, your initial reaction, which is actually pretty prideful, is, don't you know who I am? I'm Vince Shuta. This is what I do. Shuta Multimedia. Check out the site. What? It's complete shock. But so it was a good wake-up call. I have to make sure I do more research before I drift into places, and we'll just try and polish things up going forward. Oddly enough, I did ask, since I already had tickets for the Demolition Derby and had promised my son we could go to the Demolition Derby, I said, listen, can I take pictures of the Demolition Derby? Would that be adequate? And he said, oh yes, you can take whatever pictures you want of the little cars running back and forth. Don't take any of the crowd. Don't take people. Don't do anything. All right. I guess they wanted me to get a release from every single person in the place before I could put them on camera, and that's really not how this works as far as I know. Maybe things are changing. Maybe I have to go do some more legal research. But they did say I could take some pictures of Demolition Derby. So I'll leave you with that. I've been Shuta for Shuta Multimedia, and unfortunately, this is all there is of Vlog 122. Take it away, crashing cars.
Right now we got Carney. Justin Carney ahead on time right now. We're down to 2. Carney out on the steering wheel, that makes 2. We're at our final 2 now. LB with tag in the 21F. Video coming. Tries to get some distance. Now he does far stall. The Paralyzer tries to get refired. The time flies out of the team. Runner rolling again. The Paralyzer in lethal press. Fire coming out of every orifice of the exhaust on 21F. He's trying. He's saying, come on, baby, just start one more time. I promise I'll be nice to you. Here's how it's going to go. Your winner is 21F. Your most aggressive driver here tonight is how it breaks
he
down.
got the win for the.
LB made the hit. His car died. Leon did drive away, but did not make the hit. Tough call because Leon was able to drive away, but LB did make the contact to make that hit. So tough call. That's how it breaks down. And I'll tell you what, how about a hand for all of these drivers?
That was a good one. Good job.